Anything mama wear my buy that, no I come borrow girl clothes. I mean I see the boy if he call me up, me name go down the road. I'm not easy to get, and if a boy get me, I go easy to let. Promise, me no see the girl if you run up on my panic. No watch your pretty face, heavy up me like a bunny. You know see me exclusive, and in the game I play me a few in coming.
Welcome back guys to another Black Beauty video. If you didn't know, now you know. It's your girl Onika coming back to you again with another military edition video. Guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, make sure you head over to my Instagram, make sure you hit that follow button, and make sure you head over to my TikTok and make sure you follow, watch some videos, have a laugh, you know, connect with me so I can connect back with you. So guys, is what you guys been all been waiting for, the final event of basic training. Honestly, it took me a while to get here, but I'm happy I am here because honestly, this is the major final thing that you have to go through in order to graduate from basic training. And honestly, when I was doing it, it was so nerve-wracking. I think because they talk about how hard it's going to be on your body, how it's going to really test your mental strength, your emotional strength, your physical strength, and just hearing about it puts you in just a space of anxiety, a space of where you're afraid, a space of where you just don't know what to expect. So honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's hard. It's not gonna be anything like you've ever experienced before unless you're really an athlete and you really push your body. But let me give you a rundown. So the night before the forge, they make you sleep. My company made us sleep. They brought us to chow, and then either they brought us to chow or they gave us MREs. I don't really remember honestly, but I think they brought us to the DFAC, and we had morning DFAC, and then after that they gave us a little brief, and then literally guys, we slept from about 1200 to a good 2200, and I'm not even lying to you. We were all yeah, we gotta sleep because they were telling us you're not gonna get enough sleep during the forge, and we was just everybody took a shower, and then we was knocked after that. I don't think my bay full of females, none of us were up. We were all knocked. I have such a hard time taking a nap, especially now during the day, but during basic I was taking the sleeps, I was napping, I was doing everything because I'm oh, my body's gonna be tired. You don't have your phone. Well, when I went, because I know there's changes now, but when I went, I didn't have my phone. So I'm gonna be doing a video also, a little side note of the changes that I've been hearing about basic training. So, but when I went, there was no phone at all during the weekdays or nothing like that. And we just slept, we just had to sleep or hide and go sleep in the bathroom or something, or, be on the floor and make sure our drill sergeants didn't see us. But, we slept that whole day, and then we got up at 2200, and then we had to make sure our ruck was packed, we had to make sure our camelback was full, we had to make sure all our gear was on because we stepped off I think at 2300. So we had to make sure we were downstairs, everything was packed, everything was ready, our platoon was ready, everybody was ready. So honestly, weapons draw and everything, we had to make sure all of that was done. So as you guys know, we were all scared. Literally, I prayed. We had so much prayers. We had prayers in the bathroom. We were asking God, please have us in this moment, please, because we don't know what to expect. Everybody was praying. Everybody was saying a prayer. I said a prayer with my battles. My platoon said a prayer together. We was praying for God to get us through because honestly, it was crazy. So after that, we stepped off at 2300, and I think we rucked at least 4 miles before we got to the range. So we had a night range during the forge, so we rucked for at least 4 miles until we got to the range. Then we did the range, and then we rucked I would say half of a mile, and then we started to do the equipment carry. Let me tell you guys, the equipment carry ain't no joke. And I appreciate my male battle buddies because honestly, they honestly carried us through because You had a ammo can filled with sand. You had the dead man carry. You had so many, the MREs, and I was just like, the water jugs. And let me tell you, when you carrying one MRE for like 2 miles, that it's heavy. And then you have your weapon on top of that. Like, it's really, and then your rucksack, and you just like, I can't breathe. Like, honestly, for me, going was the hardest. Like, I cried tears, like literally tears. My first thought was just like, cry when you get there, cry when you get there, keep walking, cry when you get there. And as he said that, more tears, more tears, more tears. And I'm like, I can't breathe, I'm tired. My legs started hurting, my knees started hurting, my ankles started hurting. I'm like, God, when am I gonna get there? Like, I need to get there. I need to sleep. I need to put my head down. I need to knock out. I'm so tired. I just want to beach. It's like from the range to the ammo carry, equipment carry and all of that. And it's just, we kept rucking. Like, it was so far. At this point, people say it was like 25 miles, 30 miles. Like, I don't even know how many miles it was. It could have been 10 and I still was tired. Like, it was just late at night. Normally we ruck like early in the morning, like from, I would say from 04 to like, you reach there by like 08, maybe like 09. But rucking at a good like 01 in the morning ain't cute. It ain't fun. It's not the flex. It's just not. So then I was there, and let me tell you, I don't know about y'all. I don't know about y'all companies. I don't know what they do, but my company did not take my rucksack. I was going through it. I was rucking all the way with my rucksack, my shoulders, and right now I feel like I'm paying for what I did because, like, honestly, I was hurt. My knees were injured, but I kept pushing it through. Like, I kept pushing it through. I didn't want to go to sick call. And my knees got worse. And I was pushing it through because I'm like, I'm not going to sick call. I'm not getting recycled. I was pushing it through, but it was hurting so bad during the forge. And I cried tears. Like, we did a lot that day, like that night. And it was just like, the more I kept walking, the more I was like, God, why did I do this? Like, why did I do this? And honestly, going back to like a little bit of backstory on me, like, I'm such a girly girl. Like, it's not even funny. Like, everybody I know that I told like I'm joining the army or I joined the army, they're like, how did you make it through? And even till today, I ask myself, how do I make it through? But as I'm going, I'm there and I'm rucking. And up until a point, like, I finally make it, guys. I finally make it. And a little tip is, like, you have to finish the ruck to the field site and you have to finish the ruck back. I think it's to Hilton Fields. I don't remember 100%. I think it's Hilton Fields. But yeah, you have to do the ruck. Like, you have to. If you don't finish the ruck, then they're going to try to recycle you. Which I just was like, I don't know if it was a threat and I didn't want to find out. So I finished. So I get there and they make us sleep, obviously. We wake up in the morning and, you do drills, you do your stick lanes, and stick lanes is basically just basically they give you drills to basically teach you how to tactically move and how to move against the enemy and all of that. So you do your stick lanes, you do, I think we had another drill where it was like a representation of if you were getting attacked, what would you do? You have to make sure we did our fire guard, what would you do? Like, we made sure, like, the forge, it depends on your company as well, because a lot of people said they slept. A lot of people said they did a lot of drills. A lot of people said they had sleepless nights where their drill sergeants would attack them. A lot of people said, that it was one of their best experiences besides from the ruck. And then it's a bittersweet moment because it's tough in the beginning. And then in the middle, you're like, oh my gosh, I reached. And then, you arrive and you basically have fun with your battle buddies because this is going to be the last 2 weeks you have with them. So I think we were out there for four days, so 3 nights, right? The first day was like rucking and then doing your drills. The second day was another battle drill, and Nick at Night. Nick at Night wasn't that bad. Well, for other people. For me, tell you, I didn't know what to expect. I was like, oh my God, we gotta ruck again. So we did Nick at Night. When you arrive to Nick at Night, you do an obstacle course, and be careful with obstacle courses because you know you can obviously get injured. And you do your obstacle course, and then for me, it was weird because we put on our IOTV, and then there was like this little thing that we walked through, this little tunnel. It wasn't like a tunnel, but it was like with a wall. I'll show you guys a picture somewhere on the screen. And you have to climb that wall. I was just like, what wall are they telling me to climb? I'm not athletic. Please calm down. But they tell you to climb this wall. I'm like, what wall? And then my drill sergeant looked me in the eyes. Like, she gave me like an eye contact. She's like, do not get up. Because I don't know if it looked like I was about to run for my life, but she was like, don't get up. And so I had my weapon, and they're like, go, 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 go. So then you have to jump over the wall. Then you start low crawling. Guys, I'm telling you, at that point, I was over it. Like, I was so over it. I was tired. I wanted to cry. Even right now, I want to cry because just thinking about the traumatic experience, like, you have to crawl with your weapon. And I'm telling you guys, at that point, I was over it because I don't know if I was low crawling fast enough. I started rolling with my weapon. I started doing something to reach because those barbed wires started getting caught in places that it wasn't supposed to get caught in. And I was just trying to make it. And then I had one of this drill sergeant. He was like trying to like help me. He was motivating me. He was like, come on, you're almost there. I'm like, drill sergeant, I want to go home. He's like, you're almost there. And it was hot too because I had on the IOTV, and I was just like with my weapon. And you remember, you can't leave your weapon. So I was just like, oh my God. So eventually I made it. But after like I finished, I felt like I was having a panic attack for real. Like, I'm not even lying to you. Like, it was just so like, you had bullets firing over your head. Then when silence stops, you have to like pause. And it was just like such a traumatic experience because I'm just like, I have never done nothing like this in my life. Like, nothing like, you would never do nothing like Nick at Night in your life. I think the proper term for it is night infiltration course or something like that, but you would never do nothing like it in your life. You will never do nothing like it. So after that, so day one, I told you about rucking, I told you about the stick lanes. Day two is Nick at Night, and then battle drills and stuff like that. Day three, you're really packing up your campsite. You're doing cleanup. You're making sure your area is clean. You're making sure you put back your foxholes if you dug your foxholes. Some people didn't dig their foxholes because they didn't want to put it back. You're making sure you have all your stuff, and then in the night now you're rucking back to Hills and Fields. Let me tell you, that ruck was better than the ruck that I had in the beginning because I was rucking to get out. So I didn't stop. I was like, listen, for some reason, my 30-pound, 40-pound ruck went to 5 pounds because I was like, I'm gonna make it. I gotta see my mama. I'm gonna make it. And it really was interesting because at that point, I was motivating my friend. She wanted to stop. And I was like, no, you gotta continue. Come on, you gotta continue. Don't stop. We gonna make it. And so let me tell you, I got tired at one point because when I thought like we didn't arrive. We had like 2 more miles, and I was like, oh no, you have got to stop playing with me. Like, stop playing with my emotions. Stop. So I'm there, and then I fall behind a little bit. And then, I'm still motivating my friend motivating me. And then, guys, you make it. Like, you're at the field, you're taking off your rucksack, you're putting everything down, and you're going to the ceremony. Because right after you arrive to Hills and Fields, you're doing the soldier ceremony because you become a soldier. And I think that for many people, including myself, it's a proud moment because you've been through so much and your body has been through so much. You have pushed yourself emotionally, mentally, and physically. And I feel like it's just a proud moment to say, hey, listen, I defeated the odds. I didn't quit. I didn't, slack off. I pushed 100% effort to complete this. And a lot of people do quit. A lot of people do say, listen, this is not for me. A lot of people do say, listen, I don't want this no more. I wanted this before, but when I see what it takes to get it, I don't want it no more. So when you have that soldier ceremony and your drill sergeant, you know, puts that U.S. Army patch on you, and they really like say they're proud of you, and you know, you do see like their proud moments, and you see yourself as a proud moment, and it's an amazing feeling. And then, you know, like you're almost done, you only have a week left to see your family, you feel accomplished. So guys, I hope that's helpful. If you're thinking about joining the military, if you're already in the military and you just wanted to reminisce on what it was like to do the forge, that was my experience. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you follow me over on TikTok. Make sure you follow me over on Instagram. And make sure you subscribe to this video and turn on your post notifications. What?